5 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a random live stream because I had a few moments and I figured, why not hop on, see who's around. Still setting up like always. Never properly ready for the start of these things. We are going to get the comments going here, which I like to do on this. Mute the phone so we don't hear me twice, and wait for people to show up. It's the middle of Saturday. In the Northeast, it's beautiful. Here in New Jersey. Jimmy, how you doing? It's 70-something degrees here. I mean, people were on the beach today, so I don't expect too many people to be around, but a few, you know. Eric, I'm doing well. How's about you, bud? How are you doing? Everyone signing on. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Thank you for joining me. I don't know how long this live stream will go. We'll keep it going as long as we can. This live stream was actually supposed to be, when I decided I was going to do it, in the cab of the new 2022 TRD Pro, but the sun was not cooperating at all. It is going down, shining inside the vehicle. There was not good lighting, so we own the vehicle, so we could do that any day. Today we'll do in office. We haven't been down here in a while anyway, so why not? Let's talk to people, see what's going on. I'm glad you're doing well, Eric. Good stuff. Tomeo, here from Eastern North Carolina. Beautiful state, beautiful state. Tukes, what's going on, buddy? Stuck at work, but checking in to say hi. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Brian, how you doing? Bodyguard, long time no see. Congratulations on your extensive pro. Thank you very much. Tam says, howdy to everyone. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're having a good day as well. Papa says, love the videos on the new TRD Pro. Thank you very much, sir. Many more to come. Andrew, what's up, buddy? You would go live when I'm about to catch a flight. I'm so sorry. We'll do it again soon. I want to do a lot more lives. Any chance I get, I will do a live. A lot of you know, I work overnight, so I'm never around. I'm always trying to catch up on sleep. My life is one of those ongoing things where I never have enough time for anything, but today I did. That's why I popped on. But Andrew, I owe you one. Jimmy says, congratulations on your new Tundra. Thank you very much. We waited a long time. High Voltage Climber said, did anyone buy your green TRD Pro yet? The TRD Pro, the Army Green one, was sold within 24 hours of getting to the lot. I believe the gentleman's name was Mark, actually, which is funny. And he's a viewer. So if Mark is on here, say hello to everyone. It is still in the state of New Jersey. Joseph says, congrats, Mark. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Tom, how you doing, pal? Brian has a 2014 SR5. Can't go wrong. 2014, the first year of the body refresh. Looking good. They chiseled out a lot of the fenders on the Tundra for 2014. I like the 2014 to 21 quite a bit. Is there any turbo lag on the Pro? Bodyguard wants to know. No turbo lag with the hybrid. I felt a little when going to the pedal. It didn't go right away on the regular iForce, but this iForce Max, I don't feel that at all. Rick says, how much will it cost to have the TRD Pro front and rear anti-sway bars installed on a 2021 1794? Thanks. Well, Rick, you could head over to sparksparts.com. Promo code TUNDRADUDE34 saves you 5%. And click on to the 2016 and up Tundra upgrades. They are both there. Install-wise, if you take it somewhere to get installed, it's not going to take them more than half hour, 45 minutes. So whatever an hour of labor is, it's a very simple install, especially if you have the truck up on a lift. But as far as price of each of them, don't quote me. You got to go check out Sparks Parts. I think the rear one's a little over 200 and the front one's right around the same. So I hope that helps, pal. Excuse me very much. Tukes said, 2 Pros just arrived at my local dealer lot. Both sold before dealer prep. Yep, a lot of them are like that. I filmed a short video yesterday on the 3rd solar octane I've seen at my local dealership here in the past couple weeks. And this one is still sitting there today when I drove by, so this one is not sold. Brian says, what is the popping noise on full turn? You might be hitting your skid plate. That's one of the issues people have there. And don't forget, if you're starting your truck, a lot of people don't know this, if you turn your truck on and start to drive right away, you might hear a quick popping noise one time and not hear it again. That's the ABS self-test. That is by design. Okay? Where am I? Dash says, hey Mark, how's it going? How you doing? I'm happy you finally got your Tundra. Congratulations. It certainly took a while, but it is finally here. Got that order started, I think I signed on to that allocation, man, I don't even know, late April, early May. It's been a while. Edward says, love my 2022 TRD Off-Road Limited. I hope so, sir. Is it iForce or iForce Max? I'd love to know. Andrew says, so I'm thinking I'm going with the 2023 Platinum in Windchill Pearl. I'd love a TRD Pro, but I want to trade my 21 in while these used prices are ridiculous. Well, you might want to hurry up because it looks like the used prices are coming down a little bit. Keep that in mind. And there's nothing wrong with the Platinum. The Platinum has a great look to it. I feel like the Platinum has one of the better looks for the 2022 and up. It just... something about the wheels. It's the same thing as the Platinum always has been. It's unique and different from the rest. I'm a fan. And it's loaded up with all the features. Can't go wrong. Chris says, good afternoon from Pembroke, Ontario. I hope I got that right. Love the new Pro, but I think I'll stick with my 2018. Nothing wrong with that, because that 2018 is going to run for hundreds of thousands of miles. Hugo says, I got a ceramic coat on my 2022 Tacoma Midnight Black. Since it's hard to keep clean, you considering doing something like that? As a matter of fact, I am. I got to look into it, but... anytime you have a black vehicle, you got to do stuff like that just to keep the thing looking halfway decent. Because you know how on the black you can see every speck of dirt, you can see every dent, you can see every mark on it. So with a truck being this expensive, I'd like to keep it looking as good as possible. Eric says, Mark, are you seeing inventory increases in your area? Here in Texas, lots are starting to pile up with trucks as interest rates increase. Still not seeing that many. I see them in kind of like waves. Right now at that lot down the street, there's one 2022 SR5 double cab, and there's the Solar Pro, and that's it. But a few weeks ago, there was like 7 of them. So you'll get them in 7 to 10, and then you won't see them for like a month. So that's kind of what's going on around here. Brian says, sorry, brother, got to run. Looking forward to the next one. Thank you for being here. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy yourself. Intimidation 5 says, $1 million. TRD or Platinum Pro in a drag race. Great job as always with the content. The TRD that I have now versus the Platinum Pro I had, this one's going to win. This one is insanely fast and smooth, okay? The one issue the supercharged Tundra had, it almost had so much power, didn't know what to do with it. It would always go into a traction control situation, and if you turn traction control off, it would just spin. You had to roll onto it real easy, and it was a very fast truck. But this one... I think this one would win. This one feels a lot different, a lot smoother, a lot more linear. You don't feel any of the gear shift. You get up to speed extremely fast. But neck and neck, it'd probably be close, but I think the hybrid would win it. I think so. We'll have to figure that out. Got to find the person who has that supercharged Tundra of mine. Let's see. Andrew says, I got plans for a lift, tires, wheels, grill, and window tint for a 23 Platinum already. Never had a white vehicle. For sure, we'll send pics. I hope so. I can't wait to see it. Edward has the iForce. Edward, what is your thoughts on the iForce engine? I'd love to hear. When I had my limited press vehicle back in February, it took me a little while to figure out how to get the most out of it, but when I did, it was a great driving experience, that regular iForce engine. All right. Well, it's good to see. What do we got? 27 on. I appreciate you guys being here. Weird time, I know. These are not the optimal times to be doing live streams, and I know a lot of you guys are out doing stuff. It's Saturday. If you're on the West Coast, it's lunchtime. If you're here in the East, you're probably getting ready to hang out and have a good Saturday night. So I appreciate you guys signing on, saying hello. Just wanted to check in with you. It's been a long time since we've done a live stream, so I'd like to get back on the game with that. The shift does not help, though. Boomer says, I need to get adjusted to the turn ratio on the new Tundras. Same here, buddy. That is the one thing that kind of blows my mind. The turn radius is so different than the old generation Tundra. That's probably going to end up being a con when I do a pro and con, unless I get used to it, but it is so different than the old Tundra. The old Tundra's turn radius was way better. Papa says, when I put in for my allocation, I'll probably get the dealer to add the approved lift. Nothing wrong with that. That lift looks amazing. I did a video on that. If you didn't see it, it was probably about a month ago now. A gentleman out in maybe Nevada. It was definitely out west. Nevada. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. He did a limited, and he did the TRD lift on it. It looked really good. Edward says, not bad at all. Highly impressed. I think it has more power than my 2017 Tundra V8. The turning radius does suck. Yes, it does. Yeah, it definitely had more power than the V8. It was a nice, fast truck. Sport mode was the way to go for me in the limited iForce. But this iForce Max, it's fine and normal. And when I want to get crazy, I put it in sport mode, and it slams you back in your seat. It's awesome. And if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I'm actually sitting in a 2022 1794 seat right now. So I'm getting the good bolstering as I'm sitting here having this live stream with you. Yes, of course I built a 2022 Tundra into an office chair. TundraDude34, it's the way you got to do it. You got a Tundra channel, you got to sit in a Tundra chair with a Tundra grill on the wall, and you got to give love to the troops and the emergency services of the United States and Canada. Cheers to all of you for defending our nation and just going out there every day and helping everybody. Cheers once again to the military and emergency services of the United States and Canada. Raise your glasses everywhere. Delicious. Always give love to the troops and the emergency services. Rule number 1 of the channel. Let's see. Ryan says, definitely love the live streams. Hope everyone has a great day. Ryan, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Sport mode will make you skid out. Yes, sport mode is something to get used to. Absolutely. Telemark says, howdy, Mark and Tundra team from Bend, Oregon. How you doing, buddy? All the way out west. William Brock says, cheers from Daytona Beach. Hopefully going to the Daytona 500 this year. I mean, if you're living right there. What is the temperature and where are you from in the United States and Canada right now? I want to hear from everyone. Here in New Jersey today, we're looking about 75 degrees. Beautiful day. There are people on the beach. There are kites flying in the sky. The boardwalk is packed at the ocean. Amazing. It's one of those days. Probably tomorrow, 2 days from now, it'll be 31 degrees here. So you got to enjoy it while you have it. Argyle says, just throwing this out there, will Toyota ever retune the hybrid to get better MPGs like the Power Boost? I don't know. I got to be honest with you. When it comes to driving this truck every day, I hope they don't. I think they have a perfect recipe with what's in that truck right now. The thing drives amazing. If you want to go fast, it's ready to go fast. If you want to go easy, it has no problem doing that. The driving experience is smooth, it's controlled, the shifting is amazing. If you go easy with the truck, you start to see those MPGs climb. I wouldn't do much to what's going on there. Of course, you want the hybrid to deliver massive MPGs, but a Tundra getting high teens, and if you're really good, low 20s, I think that's right where you need to be. Of course, don't get me wrong. If there's a way they can make the hybrid extremely fuel efficient, plus extremely torquey and fast, they're going to do it. The future is now. You're going to see stuff like that going forward. But from where the Tundra was to where the Tundra is now, this is a huge leap forward. You're talking 5 to 6 MPG more. All right, so that's a big leap forward from what they used to have. I know a lot of people out there aren't a fan of the V6 twin turbo or the V6 twin turbo hybrid setup. A lot of people are V8 faithful, and there's nothing wrong with that because that V8 is going to last you for a very long time. But if you are someone who is not a fan of the new setup, I implore you, no matter what, go test drive both of them. Test drive the iForce and then test drive the Max. Maybe not now, but eventually these trucks are going to be on the lot, so you can test drive them. But please do, because I was one of those people when the truck first came out and there was no V8. I was like, well, how's that going to work? And then when I test drove the new Tundra, I instantly knew where Mike Swears and the team wanted to go with what they were doing with their Tundras. A lot of the stuff they're doing with these trucks nowadays, not just Toyota, it's an EPA kind of thing. It's the direction everything's going. So everything is being forced this way when people still want it to go this way. So embrace a little change. That hybrid engine, the iForce Max, is something else. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. When I had the press vehicles, they were fun. I had them for a week. We reviewed them. But now that I own it and get to drive it every day, and I get to hop in it and take it wherever I want, not have to worry because it's not truly my vehicle, it's just a lot of fun to drive. I don't think I'll ever get tired of the driving experience of this truck. And it's not just a Pro thing. I want you to know that. The Pro is extremely hard to get. Some people don't feel like waiting. There's markups all over them in every direction. This is just the 2022 Tundra in general. The drive of the truck, the drivability of the truck, the suspension, the frame, everything is night and day different. Some will love it, some will hate it. It is not your classic pickup truck anymore. But this is all the way down to SR5, and this is all the way up into the capstone with the limited 1794 Platinum, all of it. All the trucks drive a lot different than they ever did. And again, some people will love it because it's not that classic V8 feel. Some people will hate it because it's not that classic V8 feel. But some people will love it because if you're a Tundra enthusiast like I am, channel, great, love the channel, been doing it almost 7 years. But I was a Tundra obsessed lover first, and I'm still there. So of course I want to try the new stuff. But this Tundra packs a big punch for a lot of the things we always wanted. Upgraded interior. It's a gorgeous interior. No one can say anything bad about the interior at all because the seats are amazing. And I can tell you, because I'm sitting in a 1794 seat right now as we speak, the seats are amazing. The bolstering is there. You're down in the seat, not on top of the seat. Very comfortable seat. The dash layout is amazing. You get the 8-inch screen or the 14-inch screen. The steering is different. It's just overall a great driving experience truck. If you're someone who needs a truck for long drives, that may be the answer. Go test drive the new Tundra, whether you like it or not. Whether you're going to stay in your V8 or not. Get an idea of what's coming. Get an idea of what they're trying to tell you, the Tundra faithful, with their new pickup trucks. And then come back and let us know what you think. Don't knock it before you try it. And that is my speech of the day. I took the wife out to lunch, right? And I had a bunch of Diet Cokes. And I'm feeling it right now. So let's just flow with that. All right, now I'm way behind on all these comments, so let me get caught up here. William says, only been on Team Tundra for 2 months, but William, we're happy to have you. And you've been around for a lot longer than that on these live streams. Matthew says, Nag's Head, 71 degrees and gorgeous. I love it. Eric says, 74 degrees in Houston. It feels nice. Edward says, 61 in Tulsa. Sea Noise, what's going on? Breezy and 76 Fahrenheit in Connecticut. Very warm start to November, but with oil prices this high, I'll take it. I hear you, buddy. Boomer says, I like where they put the rear window button. I totally agree. I never liked the rear window button down by the left knee because it was always out of the way. Up here is where it should have been, like a cockpit in an airplane, always. Eli says, Austin, Texas is 69 degrees. William says 80 degrees and sunny in Daytona because it's Daytona. The only time it rains in Daytona is when they're trying to race down there in NASCAR. Justin says 45 degrees and windy, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Beautiful. Love potatoes. Edward says 100% agree on the driving. Very smooth. John says V6. Go. Psh, psh. John's going to have a V6 eventually. I'll make sure that happens. Dennis says 69 degrees cloudy with rain off and on west of Flint. Now, Dennis is part of Team Toyota. He is part of the actual team that has helped building these new Tundras. So thank you, Dennis, for a fantastic truck. I can tell you, from driving these things, I love them. Great job. Tell the boys. 50 degrees in Bend today. Snow in the mountains tonight. Oregon, what are you doing? Dwight says, Tundra Dude, how's it going? Love the new truck, my man. Dwayne, I might have said Dwight, my bad. Dwayne, how you doing, pal? Always good to see you, sir. And thank you about the new truck. Matthew says, just did first road trip in my new 2022 limited TRD Tundra Crew. Non-hybrid, got 20.5 mpg, beats my 2004 Sequoia. Highway torque was amazing. Absolutely. Boomer says premium or regular fuel. I'm rocking regular fuel. That's one thing that people kind of get lost on because it's turbo. They think you need premium. Regular fuel is required. So that's awesome. So you don't have to go buy 91 or 93 and spend a bundle. And Dennis says regular. Matthew says 87 octane. All true. Ernest Gibson says, I got one white, and I can say everything you said about the truck is true. Very nice. I appreciate you backing me up. I just want everyone to know what's actually out there because there's a lot of weird things on the net about the new Tundra, and a lot of them are false. So I want to make sure people know that the driving experience, it's the best driving Tundra I've ever owned or ever driven. I'm being real with you. So this is number 7 for me that I've owned, and I've driven many. I'm blessed. I've been able to drive a lot of Tundras, all generations, all trims, supercharged, naturally aspirated, now turbocharged. And this one just, they knew what they were doing. When Mike and the team went in there, they knew what they wanted, and they came out with what we have. It's just a different animal when it comes to the way the Tundra ever drove. I love the old platform. I always will. There's a Quicksand TRD Pro grill behind me. Love the old platform. But this was the step that was needed, and I just can't wait till the next time I get to drive it. It's one of those types of trucks that you get in it, and you're going to look around and love it every time you get in it because it's just a beautiful setup. I'm so happy that I own one. I can't even tell you how happy I am that I own one. Andrew says, do you think Toyota will make an electric Tundra before this decade is over? I'd say yes. I think they will. I'm not interested in electric. I think hybrid is the best place to be. iForce Max, okay? So, you don't have to plug the thing in. You don't have to find charging stations. the hybrid setup they have now. Best of both worlds. They lowered the displacement. All right. You have a hybrid setup on it, so you're getting all that power. Following in with the environmental stuff that everybody's doing nowadays. I guess this is the way they have to go. But hybrid setup they have now, I think, is the best of everything. Actually, you guys can answer that question. 23 of you on here. Would you buy an electric Tundra? I feel like the infrastructure is not there for electric. I wouldn't want to sit at a charging station for 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours. I'd rather just have something like a hybrid with decent gas mileage and fill the tank up and go. That's just me, though. Do-it-yourself Tacoma says, great looking truck. Thoughts on your opinion if the hybrid is better long term? Less things that could go wrong with it. You know what? I'll be honest with you. That's one thing I'm really looking in. Now, new truck, always excited, always happy with the new truck. I want to see how this hybrid does long term. How do these turbos last long term? And every single problem, I talk about all the great things, but I'm going to talk about all the bad things. Every problem I have with this truck, every creak, every wind noise, you're going to know about it before you go and spend your hard-earned money. One of the comments I say all the time on this channel, let me spend the money so you don't have to unless you know you want to. Like, let me test it, and then you go out and spend your money instead of you going out and regretting anything. I'd rather be the one spending my money for you. I'm here to help. Greg says, I keep hearing the seating position and overall interior size is smaller. Do you feel this with your experience? Greg, that's a great question. Actually, what did you just say here? The seating position? No problem with the seating position at all. That's one thing. I haven't heard that, to be honest with you. I've heard that a lot on the Tacoma. I've never heard that on Tundra. Seating position is great for me. Like I said, the seats are very comfortable. You really sit down in them, so you can kind of get what you want out of it with that. But as far as the actual position of the base of the seat to the truck and the back of it, no problem whatsoever on that. Second part of your question, the interior is a little bit smaller. I'm 6 foot. My head doesn't go anywhere near the top. Even sitting in the back, there's a lot of room. I'm not knocking my head on anything. Obviously, I have the panoramic roof as well. In the back, there's bumps for your head on the two main seats, and in the middle, it kind of comes down where the LED light is. You're going to want to put your shortest person in the middle seat. I could sit in the middle seat, but I will bump my head. All the other 4 seats, not an issue whatsoever. Dennis says, you're welcome. I genuinely appreciate it, Dennis. Eli says, I got lucky with 2022 Limited Hybrid, metallic gray, TRD off-road 4x4, well worth the late. Eli, tell these people how great that iForce Max is. Help me out. Let's take a sip and a timeout. The caffeine is flowing right now, folks. I'm telling you. Boomer says, a neighbor has a mint condition 08 Tundra and still looks great. Gotta love the people who take care of their trucks. The longer he takes care of that 08, it's going to be there for years and years and years. I still want an RCSP Tundra. I haven't given up on that either. And I want to get a piece of crap one that I could build back to life. That's the goal. Not yet, though. Let me pay this thing down a little bit. Andrew says, what's one thing, only one, you miss about your 2020 Pro? Can I give you 2 things? Because there are 2 things. I do miss, this is going to be kind of weird for you. I miss the army green color, 100% right off the bat. I think that color was amazing. The way Toyota developed the green to not be that metallic shiny look, but kind of that flat green and look different in the shade and the light. I think it looked awesome. So the green, for sure, number 1. Number 2, the TRD dual exhaust, the growl was absolutely amazing. Something I will always remember and always love. The fed-in sound in the TRD Pro is also very good. I'm pretty sure it's a fed-in sound of the TRD Pro, TRD dual exhaust. It's very close to that, but the naturally aspirated sound of the TRD dual exhaust in the last truck was amazing. Something I'll always love. So that is definitely it. But you said 1, and I totally gave you 2. I guess 1 for good luck, right? Diamond Dave says, hybrid is where it's at. Love the truck. Hit the thumbs up for our Tundra brother. I appreciate you. Hybrid is definitely where it's at. Andrew says, I might buy one after a few years. Definitely not first few years of an electric. Okay, copy that. Dennis says, unless it gets at least 300 miles a charge, then no. Rock and roll. And that's Dennis from Toyota. Telemark says, nice truck, Mark. I don't envy you taking care of the black. I had the platinum in black, and it wasn't really a huge issue. So I'm hoping I have that luck again. Knock on the Amish wood desk for good luck on that. Now that everyone's attention on the 2022 Tundra, What has happened to the entire transmission cooler controversy? Haven't heard a thing about it. This truck in my setup can tow, let's see if I can get the number exact, 11,175 pounds, they're saying. And that's in the TRD Pro setup. There are other setups that could tow upwards of 12,000. So, sounds like the transmission cooler issue is a dead issue, but I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I haven't heard about that complaint in a long time. Sean says, finally drove the new Tundra. Wasn't a fan of the regular V6. The hybrid they had the 3-inch lift with mud tires, and I passed on driving that. It would probably still be fast with the 3-inch lift and the mud tires, but the hybrid, when I first drove the regular iForce, I kind of was left, I don't know. When I had the week with it, I found the way I liked it to drive it. I set it up a certain way. They have drive modes, of course. But the hybrid, when I hopped in it, I knew it's something that I wanted. I knew it's something that I needed. I didn't want to settle. Hybrid all the way is where I want it to be. So that was for me. Sean, I hope you're able to drive an iForce Max. But I will say this. One thing, I got to give another high five to Mike Swears and the team, to Dennis. They put the Falcon Wild Peaks on this truck, and they're a little bit wider of a tire now, so they have that good look to them. Good look to them when you're looking at the front. They don't look like little skinny tires. They're nice and fat. Falcon Wild Peaks, all of the Tundra faithful love Falcon Wild Peaks. They have forever. It's kind of like the dark horse pick of an all-terrain tire. Please excuse me on the coughing. A little dry throat action. But the tire pick this time around looks great on the Pro. High five to the team for that. Andrew says, I wish Lunar Rock was still around. I think I'd go with it over the Windchill Pearl. Well, Lunar Rock is still here. It's just not on the Pro. So that has now been replaced with Magnetic Gray Metallic, which looks amazing. There's already a few owners out there of a TRD Pro 2023 with the MGM on it, and it looks great. Would I have gotten the Magnetic Gray if it was available for 2022? It's a big negative, because the black with the red, I feel like, is the best combo you can get. But that's just me. That's why we have choices. Red interior is, to me, a must-have now. Now that I've driven it, a lot of the pictures that I post online for you guys, on all my social medias and everything, of the red interior, it comes out very, very red on the camera. This is the camera that takes most of the pictures. Very red. But when you're in the truck, it's more of a muted red. It's not obnoxious at all, and I think it flows nicely with a limited Tundra. Special edition Tundra, red interior. Wouldn't change a thing. Wouldn't change a thing. Long time, no live, says Gerald. And that's why we're here, buddy. I'm here for you. Random Saturday, saying hello to everyone. We're hanging out. I don't know why this is sitting right in front of me, but we have one of these, the Cybertruck from Tesla. Would you buy this Cybertruck? This thing is still not out yet. I don't know how I feel about this. I'd rather something that looks like a pickup truck, like the TRD Pro. All right, let's see. Sean says that will be the only way I would go with the new truck, hybrid. I don't blame you on that one. Spend the money, spend it the way you want to. Matthew says ventilated seats are nice but loud. They certainly are loud. I had them on today, actually. I was at my wife's parents' house, and I was waiting for her to come out, and I was looking down doing something, and I kept looking up thinking there was a car coming behind me because of the seats. It made it seem like a car was coming up just because of the sound in the seats, but the good news is they're actual ventilated seats now, and they do the job to cool. Me, I sweat when I eat, so I need cooled seats, like actual ventilated seats, so I'm very happy they have it. JCB says, congrats on the new truck. I appreciate you very much. Dennis says, I do love the red interior, but only with a pearl white. I disagree, buddy. I think the red with the black is amazing. I think the red with the white, the ice cap that's available on Pro, is awesome. I think it would look really good with the Windchill Pro, for sure. I recently got to play with the crawl. What's your thoughts? I haven't been able to do that yet. I can't wait to, though. That's the thing, is the Tundra is loaded up now. You got multi-terrain select, crawl control, drive modes. I mean, this isn't the Tundra of old. They've loaded this thing up. Next up will be Tacoma and 4Runner. We're going to see the new generations of both of those, probably going the same direction as Tundra. But I can't wait to see the technology they place in those vehicles, especially the Tacoma, #1 selling mid-size truck in the country for many, many years. So they're going to put all of their dollars into that thing, and I can't wait to see how that comes out. Every time someone tries to match the Tacoma in the mid-size game, whether it be the Ranger, the New Frontier, no one comes close to Tacoma, King of the Mountain. We talk about it in the half-ton world. The F-150, King of the Mountain, it just is what it is, right? And that's the way it is with Tacoma. Sean says that Cybertruck Matchbox might be very valuable one day. Let's hope so. You know, I got another one sitting here, too. A buddy of mine collects these Matchbox card things, and he found me. We got a 2020 Toyota Tacoma Voodoo Blue TRD Pro setup there. How much nicer is the pano roof? I like the pano roof a lot. I didn't have a problem with the old moon roof, but this thing is, you know, it's just insane. You got that big slider, and that's the cool part. A lot of times, you know, coming home from work in the morning, I'll open just the actual sliding part, but leave the roof closed, and you just get that good view. It just feels like you're in a convertible. I'm a fan of it. Congratulations on the new truck as well. Sorry, I've been busy lately. Sean, life gets in the way, buddy. You're a staple on this channel. You do what you got to do. Matthew says, my kids in the back seat love the pano, especially open with the back window down. Ultimate natural air conditioner, 100%. That's how I always drive it. Moonroof open, back window down. Corey says, does the engine shut off when hybrid system turns on? So the hybrid system will turn on, and yes, the engine will shut off. What you will see, how you will know, the RPMs go to 0, and the oil pressure is non-existent. And then you're in the hybrid. It's dead quiet when you're in the hybrid too. So you will know. Now that comes on, you know, if you're just sitting there idling, you'll go to battery. If you're cruising, you'll go to battery. If you're backing up, you'll go to battery. If you're moving very slow, you'll go to battery. Cody wants to know, first modification on your new Tundra. Tune in tomorrow, because that is the video. I'm going to make you wait. Tomorrow will be the first modification on the new Tundra. I think you will like it. There are many modifications to come over the next, I would say, 2 months. I'm going to spread them out. But secret to all of you, I have about 4 or 5 modifications here right now. Not going to put them all on at once. We're going to do one at a time. Tomorrow will be the first video with the modifications. No dealer walk tomorrow because there's just no inventory out there to walk. So we're going to go modification on the new Pro. I hope you will tune in. Fizz, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So I'm glad everybody was able to tune in. There will be two short videos tonight after I finish this live stream. Probably put one up right away, and then one later in the night. I hope you will check them out. They're only a minute long. And then I hope you will hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, check out the Tundra Shorts playlist. It's little minute clips of the Tundra. It's little minute clips of facts about the truck that you may not know, cool finds that I see on the lot, comparisons between trims. It's just quick little tidbits of knowledge versus a long video. But if you want to see long videos, there's like 3,000 on the channel now. So go crazy. Welcome aboard if you're new. I hope you'll subscribe, and happy to have you. Hit that notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video and or a live stream or a short. Any bed rattle? None. Haven't heard any in this one. The last one I tested, which was the capstone, was very loud. So I'm lucking out right now. Maybe as it gets a little older, I'll hear it more, but nothing yet. And I do not have a spray-on bed liner. No spray-on. I have the regular composite bed liner. Reason for that is I want to see how this composite bed liner does. I could already tell you I had my golf bag back there the other day, and it slid around like crazy. I had the spray-on bed liner in my 2020, and it never moved. So take that for what it's worth. Otto says, hey, Mark, long time no chat. Love the truck, especially the red interior. Thank you very much, sir. I am so glad there are some of you out there that like the red interior. Andrew says, what's the MPGs looking like, or are you still having fun? Still having fun, but they were like 11.8 like a week ago, and now they're up to like 14 and change, almost 15. So the more I drive it, the more they come back up. So soon we'll be where we need to be. Corey says, my Tundra dealer also still doesn't have inventory, but domestic brands lots are filling. Well, hopefully they have inventory soon. I want you to get the Tundra of your dreams. Make sure you test drive. Fizz says, congratulations on your beautiful Tundra. I'm loving my 2022 1794 iForce Max. Much love from Ontario, Canada. Tell these people, Fizz, how much you love that iForce Max. Do you think it's fast? Are you having fun with it? Tell them. Sean says, please no bed top tents. I'm over all the people putting tents on. You will not see a bed top tent on my truck. It's just not going to happen. Never going to use it. JCP says you should tint the back windows 20% on top of the factory tint, 5% on the 2 front windows, and 20% on the windshield. I don't think I'd ever do the windshield. That's crazy when people do that. But tint may happen on the truck for sure. Any news on your 20 Pro? Did it sell? It sold within 24 hours of being on the lot to a viewer named Mark. I'll actually put a picture up. I have a picture. He sent me a picture with the truck when he first got it. I'll throw that up at some point in the next couple days on the channel. I just got to find it. One thing he did to the truck that blew my mind a little bit. He put a Boston sticker on the rear bumper. He's a Boston sports fan. So it's like a Boston sports sticker. As a Mets fan and an Islander fan, I can't handle that. I can't handle it. But, you know, Mark, enjoy the truck. You'll love it. The thing's brand new. I took great care of it. Ugh. Well, they go down easy. So yes, the 2020 Pro that I had totally didn't last long. But, you know, we kind of expected that. And that was my hope. I was hoping someone from the channel would buy it, for sure. Drill says, hope the Lunar Rock color comes to the Platinum. You know, people have been asking that, even last generation. I hope it finally does come to the Platinum. I don't think you'll see it, but I hope it does. I really do. Hi, he's a smart guy. I have a Red Sox logo on my tow hitch. Go Sox. Oh, you guys had a rough year. Andrew says, have you gotten used to the smaller windshield? Yeah, it's not even smaller. It's just the way it's angled. It's a little different, but no big deal now. And again, I talk about this all the time. I think it's something that we need to talk about. The mirrors are still amazing. Gigantic mirrors, and they're not even tow mirrors. High five to Toyota for doing that. They're the king of the mirror game when it comes to these trucks. Sean says the truck went from Mark to Mark. I laughed at that too. And he is a Mark with a K just like me. Joe says, how's the mileage going on the new one? Just curious. MPG, if you're asking, is right now, at the start of today, I think I was 12.7, and now I'm like 15.4. I drove it a longer distance today to go to lunch, so we're starting to get her going. Fill her back up, Mark. Yep. Peekaboo says, hi, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Fizz says, and this is talking about the iForce Max. I want you guys to hear this from other people, not just me. Too much fun. I can't even explain. Day and night compared to my 2015 Tundra. I keep all the GMCs and most Rams in my rear view. There you go. Joe says, not bad. It's going to get better. I'm driving the truck. I want to say this. I know I repeat myself, but I do it for a reason. I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. I'm driving the thing with a heavy foot right now. It's brand new. It's packed with power. I'm not driving it easy. I've only had it a week. So as I go through the ownership and it becomes more of a normal thing, we slow down. We go easier. But right now, way too much fun. Way too much fun. The hood on the new truck threw me off. Weird. Okay. Okay. I like the look of the new hood with the new grille, new front end of the Pro, 100%. Excuse me. Packing says, the red interior is growing on me. I'm telling you, man, if you haven't seen it in person, see it in person. Because the pictures, it's very bright red for some reason on camera, but when you're actually there with it, it's got a nice muted tone to it. It's beautiful. I would never go back and change a thing. The torque is starting to make me jealous, says Joe. The torque is unbelievable. And now, you know, I have Fizz on here backing me up a little bit on the iForce Max. It's no joke. It's an insane truck. Very smooth. You don't feel the truck shift at all. It's an experience I hope all of you get to experience. Andrew says, how's the heated steering wheel? I haven't used it yet. I used it on one of my testers. It was really good. But I haven't used it yet with this truck. Are you going to get Husky floor mats? 1,000,000% Husky floor mats for sure. They are the best. Hakeem says, I have an iForce Max Limited. Love it. Hakeem is here to back me up with the iForce Max. Hakeem, tell the world how you feel about that engine. I want everyone to know. I want everyone to know. Jam says, had my SR5 2 weeks, had water leak driver side handle, and no sunroof. That is odd. That is something I haven't heard. Is it taken care of? Is it fixed? Hope it is. Sunny D says, does the windshield have a blurry spot at the side curves? Not that I noticed. I'll pay more attention, I guess. John says, did you use the pano roof yet? Yes, sir. About 3 times. I love it. Pano roof with the back window down. Airflow, baby. Side windows stay up. By the way, 44 of you on here. Thank you for being here on a very weird time on Saturday. I know you're busy. I appreciate you spending your time on the channel. One thing I want to tell all of you, because I know a lot of you have asked, the sound system on the Tundra, the JBL on the new Tundra, is awesome. Way better than it was on the old one. We all complained about that JBL system on the old one. Well, they fixed it, and it's now amazing. So if you're wondering about that, the JBL system, top notch, my friends, top notch. Top notch. I was worried about that. But the way I always told people, I can't play music on the channel because of copyright reasons, so I can't really like give you a good test of it. But one thing I was trying to tell people was with the old one, it was fine until you rolled the windows down, then you really needed to crank it up. But the new one is just loud. It's just loud, windows up, windows down, speed, wind coming in the vehicle, no problem whatsoever. So the JBL sound system is amazing. Absolutely. Sorry, real quick. Getting another drinky poo. If anyone could tell me what that term is from, what TV show, I'd be very impressed. All right, moving on. Pano roof. Thoughts on the new Trail Hunter versus TRD Pro? I think the Trail Hunter is a great idea. There's a lot of people out there who want to overland with their truck. And now you're going to be able to get that truck set up for overland up front, engineered for the Tundra by Toyota and some of the brands we all know and love, because they're obviously partnering with big overland brands. So you're going to be able to get that all up front with the warranty. I think that's a great idea. TRD Pro is built for more of a desert racing setup, high-speed running off-road. So either way, you're going to do fine. Price will be a big deal for that Trail Hunter. Hey, Mark, do you have any plans on towing with it? I do. My father bought a big boat again, so we're going to be doing some towing with that. We'll test the truck, see how it is with that Pro suspension and everything. And I'll still get press vehicles from Toyota, so I'm going to tow with those to see what the difference is with towing the boat with that kind of suspension versus like a regular suspension, or the airbag suspension they offer on the Tundra as well. Ryan says, sorry, I'm late to this. Love the black and red. We love our MBM Sport. All right, buddy. I love it. It's okay that you're late. Do the 10 push-ups, honor system, bang them out, and then let me know when you're done. Otto says, do you know if the tuned-in engine noise can be turned off? I like quiet. I heard some people say they've turned it off, but I don't know how. It's not like an in-the-system thing. I don't know if they're going in and ripping out the sound for it. I don't know what's going on, but I will tell you, it's something you want to try before you don't want it. It is not annoying. It is not on all the time. It's nice. So I suggest you check it out. Fizz says, I owned it for 3 months now and make any excuses to go on road trips. Went to Florida and Texas and New York. Already have 12,000 miles. I appreciate you, Fizz. You're backing me up good here, pal. Dennis says, iForce is the only way to go on the 2022 Tundra. There you go. Jason says, cheers. Cheers to you as well, buddy. Andrew says, any issues at all with the wireless Apple CarPlay? 0. I've had no issues. The only issue I have with the truck, and it's ongoing, I've talked about this from my first time driving it, the wireless charging. It just does not hold the charge. It'll charge the phone for a couple minutes. As soon as I hit a bump, the charge is broken. So there's got to be a way in the future. They need to develop something to hold that phone better. One of the things I suggested, there's already a little piece that the phone sits and leans on. They need another sliding piece that you could really grip together and hold the phone in place, and then you'd be all set. Papa says dealer can turn off engine noise. There you go. I did not know that. James says no, not fixed yet. Tundra Forum has many reports about leaks from Handle. Check it out. Watch all your videos, which convinced me to trade my Tacoma to Tundra. Love the Tundra, minus the leak mystery. Well, welcome aboard. I'm happy you're on Team Tundra now. Please keep me updated on that leak. That's an odd one. A really odd one. There has been a few odd things with the new generation Tundra, but it's a new generation. You're going to have your bumps along the way, a couple recalls here and there, and hopefully they straighten everything out and take care of you. That's the big thing. They got to take care of you when something goes wrong. Ryan says, did my push-ups, love your channel. Well, I love you for honoring the push-ups. I appreciate it. You got to do it. That's the only way. You know, you mess up, you do push-ups. You know how many push-ups I've given you guys? You don't even see them. Sometimes when I'm filming the videos, they go nice and smooth. One take. Sometimes I'm stumbling all over my words because I'm tired from the overnight shifts. Push-ups. It's the only way to do it. Please, while we have 49 of you on the channel, if you have a glass in your hands, raise your glass. A cheers to the military and emergency services of the United States and Canada. We love you. Thank you for keeping us safe. And thank you for being there every day. Cheers. USA all the way, baby. And Canada. We love you too. We love you too. 51st state. You're like our cousin. Ugh. The seat is so comfortable. I'm so glad my office chair is an actual Tundra chair. And I could sit here and sit in it every day when I make the videos and tell you that it is still very comfortable. The plastic on the side is not broken like some people are reporting. I still have all my controls here. If this seat was plugged in, it would work. Everything is on this seat. I have all the lumbar, everything. I even have the airbag, which terrifies me. But let's hope that never goes out. That'd be good for the videos, though, right? If an airbag blows, jeez. That's why I'll never plug it in. Never, never. But so it's Saturday, right? What are we doing? What is it? 4:41. What are you doing tonight? Anybody doing anything fun? Hanging out with the wife. Less is more. Hanging out at home. Excuse me. Burping. That's what I'm doing. Let's see. Too bad they didn't make the iForce Max available across the product line. SR5 is the volume seller. I'm sure when they sat down and came up with their sales tactics, you know, iForce Max being their main engine, I'm sure it made sense on paper. Although, Sean, I 100% agree with you. I hope the iForce Max makes its way into the SR5, at least a higher trim SR5, because you're right. The SR5 is the volume leader always and forever. And that would be neat to see it in, even if it's only available in one form of the SR5, okay? Like a special edition one, something. That's just my opinion. Jam says, dealer is also fixing passenger window noise, which they found. Understand minor issues, but still no regrets. After my trade is $43K out the door, and did not have to wait. $4K over MSRP. All right, well, as long as they're fixing it. That's what I like. Joe says, Sean, they are all about upselling. They should do it. I agree with that. I agree that they should definitely do it. SR5. Dennis, tell your people, let's get the iForce Max in that SR5 Tundra. Make it so it has to be TRD off-road. Obviously, it already has to be Crew Max because the batteries are under the back seat. Can't be double cab. So let's meet in the middle. Let's see. Does the Platinum come from factory with the amp side steps? Capstone, yes. Platinum, I don't know. I think it's an add-on. It's not a guarantee. So make sure you bring that up. High Voltage says, what are you drinking tonight, Mark? I am drinking one of my wife's drinks because I'm out of the good stuff. It's pretty delicious. It's like a hard seltzer kind of thing. It's not bad. It's like a fruit punch. I like, how's the wife doing, respectively? I like that you put respectively like I thought you were dissing me. She's doing well. She'll actually be in one of my shorts you will see later tonight. She took her first ride in the new Tundra today, and she has an opinion. So, I hope you'll check that out later tonight. Ryan says, watching my Bearcats, enjoying it. I like that. Isn't World Series on tonight, too? Jam says, can't wait to tow RV to Blue Ridge Mountain 2 weeks. Will tow better than the Taco for sure. I feel like I'm on a couch driving it. It's a good way to be. You don't want to be sore in the lower back. Robert says, I was expecting my Platinum by the end of last month, but after it was built on 10.4, it disappeared and no one seems to be able to locate it. Have you heard of anything like that before? Do you happen to have the MSRP, or not MSRP, the VIN of the truck or anything like that? Because when mine was built, I lost contact of it until it got to the dealership. So mine was built early maybe early to mid October, and it showed up late October. I think that was it. I might be way off. It might have been September, and it showed up in late October there. But yeah, I didn't know when it was coming. I knew a general idea. Ryan says, waiting for the Xfinity race to come on. How about my man Ross Chastain with that big move last week? Andrew says, I'm heading to Atlanta from Missouri for the Chargers-Falcons game tomorrow. Go Bolts. Do you wish that the Chargers actually did get Eli Manning back in the day? He was a Charger for a minute and then became a Giant. David says, I'm trying to decide between a Platinum and gas or hybrid. In your opinion, do you think the hybrid power is worth the extra cost? David, get really close to the screen with me. All right, buddy? Come right up here. I want you to hear what I'm about to say. Yes. 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 The hybrid is worth the extra money. David. Yes. Not maybe. Not possibly. Yes. I hope that helps, pal. Enjoy that. Send me a picture when you get that truck. Sounds awesome. Why didn't you go to SEMA? Love the something on the trucks they showed. Love the bumpers on the trucks they showed? Maybe. Two reasons. Number one, my real job doesn't allow me to do anything because I work overnight like 6 days a week. Okay? That's one thing. Hopefully this channel becomes my full-time job real soon. I think we're getting closer to that. That'd be really nice. And then I could just do Tundra all the time. Number two, I don't know. I've never really cared for the SEMA show. I like the regular auto shows a lot more. Nothing wrong with SEMA. It's all the aftermarket stuff. But I like to see the new vehicles coming out. Like walking around and seeing like the, Toyota section with all the Toyotas coming out. Javits Center in New York. I'll probably end up going to that this year. If any of you are going to that. I don't go with the journalists to that. I go with the regular folks and walk around. I want to be with the people and hang out. Eat a hot dog at the hot dog stand that's always outside. Go on some of the rides they allow you to go on. Just walk around and look at cars. And I like to meet a few people here and there. But I like those types of shows a lot more than the aftermarket types. But maybe next year. You never know. Let's see. Corey says, the lag on standard motor is horrible. Have to go iForce Max. iForce Max, lag free. What is my full-time job? I manage a team that unloads trucks. We unload trucks overnight, inbound. Yeah, that's what we do. It's a fun job. I like the manual labor stuff. Always have been doing it more than 20 years now. But the overnight thing is killing my real life. Killing. I see my wife every once in a while. I say hello. I say have a good morning. And then I go to sleep. I'm done with that. And I really want to focus more on this channel. This channel's 6.5 years old now, and I'd like to put more time and effort into it. I want to do more live streams. I want to talk to you guys more, because that's what it's all about. I want to review everything I could possibly review and just do this, but money matters, so got to make more money to do that. So right now we're just banging out both. The only thing that suffers the most out of this whole thing is sleep. I don't get a lot of that, but figure it out. You got to grind. You got to go hard. And sleep when you're dead, right? That's what they always say. I guess I'll live by that for now. Hit the thumbs up and show some support, says Jason. I appreciate you, buddy. Joe says, night shifts are hard on a guy. I like the night shift, and I like what I do. It's just hard to, like today. I was off last night. Today, I feel extremely tired. No matter what I do with caffeine or what I do with anything, I'm just always tired. The only time I might not feel tired is if I'm on like a week vacation, 3 days in. I start to feel like a human again. But other than that, I'm always tired. David Ward, go hybrid with the Platinum. There you go. Ryan says, I agree. I love the regular shows. Some of the SEMA bills are over the top, but to each their own. The bounce back, I hear you. Joe knows. If you work overnight, you understand that there are certain things you lose, with everything. It's nice to go to sleep when everybody's going to, do the normal job in the day and stuff and be on a different schedule than everyone else, but it also really sucks to be on a different schedule than everybody else. Andrew says, no, Eli cried his way out of San Diego. Give me people who want to play for the Chargers. I agree with you. Didn't you get Rivers anyway? Right? He was okay. Nando with the thumbs up. I love it. I love it. See, it's pretty cool. There's quite a few of you that showed up today in a weird time. Very glad that you're here. Love the man cave office with the car stuff in the background. Yes, very important here. So we got the Boba Fett on top, right, all the way up there. I don't know if you're seeing that. we got the TRD Pro Grill from the Quicksand, because Quicksand is my favorite color of all time. And I think the 15 to 17 Pro Grill is absolutely awesome. Down here, we got the TUNDRADUDE34 Neon, which is cool. Over here, we got the Eric Jones NASCAR helmet. All the hats. You know, you can't really see a lot of this stuff because I'm in the way. Kyle Petty plate, the wife, all the police and military stuff over here, because I am an avid supporter of all of the emergency services and the military. Number one, avid supporter of all of them. Ow. I just threw the... Hold on one sec. We had a malfunction, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how we had this malfunction, but it's fixed now. Mic wire. Oh yeah, and the 1794 office chair, 2022. We're sitting in saddle brown, baby. You can't be mad about that. Chris says, "Hey Mark, how's it going? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you." Andrew says, "When is the TundraDude34 meetup?" Dennis, San Antonio, Texas. TMMTX parking lot. Make it happen for me, buddy. Help me out. Call your people. Call Sweers. Let's go. I'm ready to do it. Nando says, "Loving the chair." There you go. Joe says, "Tundra Dude's favorite band. I love AC/DC. They're probably my number one. I love the Beatles. I love oldies. Okay, so Frankie Valli, Beach Boys, Beatles, like we said. All of that stuff. I love that. I'm a guitar player, so rock and roll, Led Zeppelin, that kind of stuff. A little more newer, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Marilyn Manson. I am very eclectic in my musical choices, but when I work at night, I like to listen to oldies. That's my favorite thing. The Frankie Valli channel on Pandora is where I go. Let's see. Jam says, "Retired Coast Guard, 30 years, thanks. I appreciate you and everything you've done for this country. Thank you very much. 30 years is awesome." Andrew says, "Do you regret not getting a 1794? No. I don't regret it. I love the Pro. I love the Pro. I love the width of the Pro. I love that it has the marker lights because of the width. I love the grill. I love the body color, everything, the red interior. 1794 will always be my favorite. The next Tundra I get will probably be a 1794. But for now, I love what I got." Let me see what I can do, says Dennis. So, guys, you may get a TundraDude34 meet out of this, just for saying that in this random Saturday live stream. Hope you all can make it. Let me ask you this right now, 45 of you. I want to hear from every single one of you. Thumbs up or thumbs down. If there is a TundraDude34 meet at TMMTX where they build the Tundra in San Antonio, Texas, will you come? Thumbs up or thumbs down, go. I want to hear. Gerald says thumbs up. I don't know if he was answering to that, but I appreciate the thumbs up. Chris says there's a TundraDude34 meetup now. It looks like we're building one right now, Chris. Hope you're there, buddy. Papa says, "Was Quicksand color discontinued?" Yes. After 2020. 2020 was the last year for Quicksand. That's a shame. Should bring it back. I'm going to Dennis for everything from now on. I love you, Dennis. I'm just messing with you. No pressure. Let's see. Jam says, "Keep doing what you're doing. Watch all Tundra YouTube, and you are on point. Super informative. We'll continue to watch. Yes, we'll go to San Antonio." I appreciate you. One thing you should know about me, I'm no journalist. I'm no anything. I just love the Tundra. I've always loved the Tundra. It's why I started the channel. Somebody asked me, why don't I do more vehicles? I don't care to do more vehicles. I just love the Tundra, and I want to meet like-minded people who love the Tundra also, and that's what this channel is all about, and that's what it's been about. So it's not just what I'm driving in my driveway with the Pro. It's just about the Tundra in general, the community, you guys. That's why we do fan features, talk about your truck. It's like sitting around a giant dinner table with some delicious food, and we're just talking Tundra for 7 years now. Let's keep it going. Let's have a good time with it. All right, so it looks like a lot of people are giving the thumbs up. Perp's giving the thumbs up. Nandu says he would do it. Nando, excuse me. Justin is thumbs up on that. Chris says thumbs up. Yes, as long as I know in advance, working 2 jobs now and about to move. Won't be rocking a Toyota, though. Doesn't matter, bro. You've been around the channel a long time. You deserve to be there. Sunny D, thumbs up. Dennis says, "For me, better to meet at R&D in Michigan." I'm fine with that, too. Sweers would go to the Michigan one, because I know he's up there, too. Sunny D, bring the chicken parm. Bring the chicken parm. You have to. You said it, now you have to. You have to. Chicken parm is delicious. I figure we just set up a bunch of grills, you know, right outside R&D, like Dennis said, and just throw steaks on, right? Let's go crazy. Let's just eat. Let's just eat all day. Coolers full of beer, you know? Just have some kind of a Uber setup to get us all where we need to be to the hotel. Cheers. Buying y'all a drink at the hotel bar. Texas edition Tundra from Jason. That's one thing I wish I had on my Tundra, that Texas flag that everybody gets when they buy in Texas. That's one thing I wish I had. Texas, the greatest state in the union, where the Tundra is built. I love it. It's one thing about the Tundra that people don't understand. It's one of, if not the most American truck made. It's all developed here, engineered here, built here. It's USA all the way, baby. That's what I love about it. Juro says, Dennis, Lunar Rock to the Platinum. That's what Juro wants. Chris says, appreciate it, Mark. If I need to bring anything, just holler. My car's trunk is big enough to bring about anything you could think of. We'll figure it out, buddy. We'll figure it out. Perp says, not in a Yoda anymore. Went from a Taco Pro to a 2021 Tundra Pro to a Supra, now in a Gladiator. Go figure. We still want to see you there. Bring the Gladiator. I would like to see it. Andrew says, I'm going to the meetup. Andrew, I hope you would, buddy. You've been around so long. I'd like to shake your hand, buddy. Jason says, no flag on mine, just a badge with the encircled star. Even cooler. Jam says, do you have any gear you sell for your site? Actually, I do. Well, let me just, you set me up here. Let's do this. We're going to do all three of them. We'll start with my gear. If you look below this video right now, my Teespring store is there. Click on there. There's a bunch of shirts, hats, mugs, all that stuff is down there. The popular shirt is 2022 Tundra, Make Half Tons Great Again. That's the most popular one. Check it out. Tell me what you think. Number 2, if you like the Toyota stuff that I wear, like Toyota Tundra shirt, like all these cool hats that are everywhere. I have Toyota hats as far as the eye can see around me right now. For all your Toyota official apparel, Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing, go to Toyota Outfitters website, put in promo code TUNDRADUDE, all capitals, one word, saves you 25% site-wide. And that's the official merchandise of Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing. If you need parts, sparksparts.com, promo code TUNDRADUDE34, saves you 5%. So go save some money. I love the flags too, though. Yes, Ryan with the thumbs up. Norland says, do you know how much you will pay for the Tundra over the term of the loan? I haven't looked at that yet because, it'll just give me palpitations in my heart. So I'd rather just pay it every month and not really think of it. But if you need me to, I will. Dennis says, Drill don't have that power. That's funny. Chris says, if you go, Andrew, let me know. We could probably cruise down together. You're in Springfield, Missouri, right? Yes, sir. Jam says, awesome. Andrew says, Mark, I'm taking off. Thanks for the live, brother. Be safe, buddy. Enjoy your trip. Chris says, I need to get that new Tundra Dude merch at some point. My OG shirt doesn't fit anymore, and I'm not sure where my key tag is. Oh, man, I wonder if I have any key tags around. Jason says, 3.1 magnitude earthquake a couple hours east of Springfield, Missouri today. Andrew, you feel it? Chris says, see you later, Andrew. Jason says, cheers. I think at that we will call it an evening. I'm going to go hang out with the wife because I never see her, but I thank you guys for tuning in. Please remember, I'm going to be putting up a couple short videos tonight. I hope you will hit the like button on them as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know every time I put up anything. Videos, shorts, live streams, all of them. Welcome aboard to the channel if you are new. Check out those playlists. And we got to end this thing right. One more cheers to the military and emergency services of the United States and Canada. We love you. Thank you for keeping us safe. A cheers to you, to all you Toyota Tundra, I cannot speak, to all you Toyota Tundra owners out there. If you are an owner of last generation and you are not a fan of the new generation, I implore you, go test drive them. I think you will like it, and come back and report. Some will love it, some won't, but I hope this channel can help you make a decision. Until next time, be safe, be well, and have a safe